Hey everybody, welcome back at my kitchen. At my job we've got ourselves a social media team, and that social media team is providing everybody from info for rare vegetables or some really strange kinds of fruits, and they also come up with some really nice dishes, and one of these dishes I want to make. I'm gonna give it my own twist, as you probably already knew, but let's see if the dishes are really tasting great. So let's do it. This time I'm gonna make a Chinese cabbage mash with potatoes, of course, with gyros. It's like chicken with some herbs on it, some Moroccan herbs, and we're gonna get some nicely caramelized onions in there. We are gonna need some potatoes, a Chinese cabbage, some onions, some shallots, chives, mustard, some butter, and some finely cut chicken with gyros herbs. First things first, I'm gonna start off with boiling some potatoes. I've got myself like 1 kilo of potatoes, and we're gonna make them a little bit soft. And why is that? Because later on I'm gonna mash them and put them in the oven. So first start off with the potatoes, give them a nice boil until they're getting softer, leave the skin on. Of course I already washed them, but that's the first preparation. And then I want to cut some onions and get them caramelizing. First we're gonna make some nice rings out of the onions. I got myself some yellow onions. Make some rings. Be careful for your fingers. Then the shallots. Part 1 done. Now it's time to heat them up and caramelize them. Small size pan, heat it up, add a little bit of oil, a neutral oil, add some butter, and when the butter is melted we're gonna go in with the yellow onions. Don't put it on a high heat, just slowly cook them. When all the onions got a little bit of the oil and butter on them, we're gonna take the shallots, get them in, and just let it go. Give it a stir now and then. Don't pay too much effort on it because it doesn't really matter. They will slowly cook down and they will be nicely browned.
One eternity later.
After a while, the potatoes are like done. I'm gonna get them out of the water, and in the meanwhile I already had my oven fully whack on. And here comes the trick. This is a little bit of myself. I don't have a masher, but what am I gonna do? I'm take myself a cup and I'm gonna smash the potatoes. There we go. Give them a smash. Then I'm gonna grab some oil. Get some oil over there. Some salt. Some pepper. And I'm gonna put them in a preheated oven at max heat. And let that go for a while. Then I've got myself the Chinese cabbage, cut it in half. There we go, and we're gonna slice some nice strokes out of it. cut it in half or leave it like this, doesn't really matter. And we're gonna put it in the water of the potatoes. The water should be still boiling, at least almost at a boiling point. We're gonna take the cabbage, gonna throw it in, and in about 3 minutes this will be done. After 3 minutes we're gonna drain the Chinese cabbage, get the potatoes out of the oven, getting quite crispy. Put some butter into the pan, let it melt a little bit, and add the potatoes in. Two tablespoons of mustard, or more, whatever you like. Grab yourself a big spoon and mash it around. As rough as you want. Then we'll go in with the cabbage. And with some chives. Next up, wok max heat, some oil, and get the chicken with all the herbs, with the gyros herbs in. Time to plate up. Here we go with the mash. This is really hot. Grab yourself a nice spoon of this mash. Add some of the caramelized onions. Grab yourself some chicken gyros. Finish it up with some fresh chives. A little bit of fresh grounded pepper. And this is my Chinese cabbage with gyros. Time to give it a little taste. Some cabbage with the boiled potatoes. You can taste the butter, the mustard, the chives, a piece of chicken. Oh man, really awesome. After eating this dish, I really need to give some props to the social media team from my company. You did a great job. I mean, it's a really nice dish, and normally I wouldn't come up myself with a dish like this. The gyros meat is a really nice addition to it, and the flavors are really awesome. Well, the only thing I would change is to add a little bit of jus to it to make it a little bit less dry. But okay, I could also have added more butter. Yeah, trying a dish and sometimes it's not always working like you want. But overall, the dish is awesome. Really nice flavors combined, and Sharon, you're awesome. Get more of these dishes and I will try to make them. Having that said, this was Dave from Dinner with Dave. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we're gonna see each other next week. Bye bye.